You sit down at your desk. It's covered in loose papers, half-empty coffee cups, and a tangle of charging cables. Instead of tackling the work you need to do, you stare blankly at the mess, paralyzed, and open a new tab to watch a video. Many of us view this paralysis as a personal failing. We assume that if we just possessed more grit or innate willpower, we could snap out of it and get to work. But cognitive science suggests a different reality. Relying on raw mental force to overcome your brain's default programming is a statistically poor strategy. Your brain is evolved to conserve energy by following the path of least resistance. Sustainable behavioral change rarely happens through massive, sudden leaps of effort. It requires a clinical approach, breaking challenges down into specific, manageable units. Overcoming a stubborn habit requires a shift in strategy, engineering the physical environment and precisely calibrating the psychological response. Take Maya. She sits in Dr. Vance's office, battling an involuntary physiological fear of public speaking. Even the thought of a crowd makes her hands shake and her heart race. Her treatment isn't based on being brave. Instead, Dr. Vance uses systematic desensitization, a method of gradually unlearning a fear response by pairing it with relaxation. The process begins with a guided fantasy. Maya closes her eyes and visualizes herself standing at a podium with only a few people watching. This mental picture is designed to induce a small, controlled amount of anxiety. The moment she feels that panic, she engages a countermeasure. Maya focuses on deep, steady physical relaxation, slowing her breathing until her heart rate steadies. This flowchart illustrates the mechanism of extinction. By repeatedly pairing the stress trigger, the podium, with a deep state of relaxation, the brain is forced to drop the fear association, transitioning the response from panic to calm. By addressing an involuntary phobia through these controlled mental steps, the once overwhelming fear response begins to lose its power. While Maya manages internal fears, external habits require a different approach. Downstairs at Riverview House, Sam is working on managing his daily routines and self-care. To help him, the center uses a token economy. This system is built on operant conditioning, which shapes actions through clear rewards and consequences. This diagram shows the positive reinforcement loop. When Sam completes a helpful task, he earns red chips, which he trades for privileges like art time or pie. The rule is consistent: reinforce desirable behaviors and withhold reinforcement for undesirable ones, letting habits fade. When internal motivation is inconsistent, a structured environment with immediate consequences provides the necessary framework to build constructive habits. These same principles allow individuals to fix their own behaviors independently. Alex, a college student, sought help for chronic procrastination and late-night binge eating. He realized his dorm room was full of triggers. Every time he tried to study, his phone was within reach, and the kitchen was stocked with high-calorie snacks. Alex restructured his environment. He physically moved his phone to another room while studying and replaced the snacks in his kitchen with healthy alternatives. Looking at this comparison, you can see how he altered the sequence of his night. The original environment drove him towards procrastination. The restructured environment facilitates focus. After a 2-hour study session, he grants himself a reward: 30 minutes of gaming. By setting up his own triggers and rewards, Alex is applying operant conditioning to himself. He has become the architect of his own behavior. The experiences of Maya, Sam, and Alex show the progression of behavioral control, from managing involuntary physical reactions to structuring daily routines and personal productivity. None of them succeeded by waiting for a sudden burst of bravery or by clenching their fists and trying harder. They changed their lives by moving away from raw effort and focusing on designing better systems. You are not permanently defined by your brain's default settings or your most stubborn habits. By modifying your own triggers, shaping your physical environment, and defining clear rewards, you can engineer your own success, one small step at a time.